Hello, I have more tile samples and I thought I would go through them with you. Before I open up the new lots of tile samples, I thought I would show you the ones that I have said no to. Some of these are maybes, but I'm obviously not 100% sold on any of them, even the ones that are maybes, so that's why I've got more samples today. Also, we said no to these ones as well. They're also on our no list for various reasons, but I'm not going to bang on about it too much now. So, this first package is, this is the from Tile Lane. Too dark. Too dark. A little bit too brown. That's a shame. Well, I don't hate that. This is Rosa Pink. That's close, but I don't want a matte. Close, but I don't want a matte. So the color's good. So this is a different one in a gloss. This is the Rosa Marlowe Pink. Still quite pale. Look, it just looks like my skin tone. That's very pale because I'm pale. Like, that's not as pink as I would like. Like, you compare it to, see how this has like, that's the color. That's the color. It's not the style though. So that's kind of what that would have looked like, but it's not quite right. And then other one, again, it's pretty close. Oh wait, that's the gloss. That's quite nice. Okay, I'm hoping to like show you the better color. I don't know. But if we were comparing, because like the matte versus the gloss, I just think, actually no, that's coming from professional cleaners who were like, do not get a matte tile, they just don't clean as well. So gloss or dye, right? So that's pretty close. I quite like that. That is the Manhattan Rosa Pink from Tile Lane. So this is another one that's quite nice. Marlowe Rose, but do you see how it's got more earthy tones when you put it up against that one? No, it's too earthy. All right, so box number one, the winner so far is the Manhattan Rosa. The Manhattan Rosa is quite nice. I really like that. I like that the faces of them aren't perfectly flush. That might annoy some people, but I quite like it because it gives the tile a little bit of like depth and, you know, your gloss sort of sits differently. I really like that. Moving along. So the Terramondo Satin in the candy that I ordered, they didn't have any in the sample for me, but they can make it. Made to order. Makes my butthole pucker thinking about the price. But anyway. That, I don't like that. Sorry, I mean, immediately no. Oh, that's the one that they're saying they could do in a gloss for me. And it's just not quite. Ooh. This is a tile that I quite like, but it's quite pale. See how it's got the texture in the tile? And this is Sugared Almond, which is still quite earthy. Again, if we go back to this one that's in the front, look at the difference. Too pale. Love the pattern, too pale. Like, I feel insane sometimes. Pink is too pale, the grey is too blue. That's why you get samples. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. This is called Strawberry Swirl. Now that pink is quite earthy. Like, again, you put it up next to that. But imagine, I shouldn't be doing this. Because I've already picked the floor tile. I shouldn't be changing my mind. But imagine that as a floor tile. And then the wall. But I feel like if you were to put those together, I feel like this just makes that look orange. Because this is such a nice color. I mean, it's not that I don't like them. It's just in the room that I have. So, like, this is not a reflection on the tiles themselves. They're just not what I'm looking for. Shall we recap? Shall we recap? Too earthy. Too much like terracotta. These skinny Subways, basically brown. That ain't pink. Stop calling it pink. Begging you guys to not call that pink. Because that ain't pink. These tile companies are going to be like... You girl. This was the same color as those big ones, just in a Subway to get an idea of what they look like. We had this, too pale, love the pattern, just too pale. Imagine that in that color that we love. Whatever. Terra in a candy. I don't like it. I don't have to explain why I don't like it. I don't like it. It's pattern style, grey with too blue, pink is too pale. I do like this strawberry swirl terrazza style. It's not a real terrazza, obviously, but that's quite pretty. I like it enough that I kind of want to find a way to use it in a different room, but just not this bathroom. And then we obviously have the one that is front running now, so I got to try and figure out what that's going to cost. So this is the Manhattan Rosa in the Subway tile, the gloss, but just as a reference. So like that's the matte versus the gloss, and I just really, really like that gloss. So that's our leading lady at the moment. I'm not mad about it. Quite like it. Leading lady. But I still have more samples coming, so like I haven't made a decision, if that's what you're wondering. I just went online just to see what it would cost me to do the whole wall. I need 7 boxes, they only have 3. And to get any more would be a custom order. I don't even need it yet. Like, I don't even know if we can tile this bathroom yet after the dramas of last week, but like, that felt so promising, and now I'm like,